Get that Battle Fury, like the panel said, take some time, farm up some items, and come back as the roaring force that you can be, Ame. Maybe.
I mean, the thing about it is, if you think back to those old days, he was like the guy that would go Aghanim Scepter Rapier. And it was just this, like, blow up that one target, go from target to target to target, keep on killing them. And that style of Dota, you know, people talk about how it's changed a lot. It definitely feels like it's one of those dynamics where, like, you have a hero that doesn't really kill people that often. Even in that last fight, right, there was the Satanic where Mickey just barely stays alive, and it's a matter of, like, who can kind of grind out a fight a longer period of time. We'll see if they can make the switch up and have PA actually blow up a couple of these guys.
I'm just confused, though, because it's not a ranged carry, so I don't really understand why it's being played at TI 13.
That's a good point, you know? You're not wrong.
The road to TI has been many a ranged carry, not much of a melee carry.
True. And then, of course, that methodical facet that we hovered over and saw right there as well. The 6 attacks, and then you manage to get that crit afterwards. It's that little bit bigger. So we'll see some pretty big hits if he can get to it. Time will tell how this ends up working. And back in the mid, Puck again. XM says, fine, you did it to me last time, I'll try and do it to you this time. Should have a better game, I would imagine, than last time against the Viper.
Yeah, 100%. This should be a better time for the Puck. But then again, I mean, Tiny is considered another, like, counterpick to the Puck in the mid lane. Maybe not so much in the laning stage as the post laning stage. Some quick blowups there, and 3-3. Little bit far up there. Gets taken down. First blood over to Ame, I believe, got the credit.
Yeah, that's really nice. I mean, that's one of the things. If you can get to a quicker battle here, that's amazing. And PA is one of those heroes that, like, you've got this natural slow that's built into it. If you have the damage that can follow it up, you do manage to have a kill in lane. Kind of cool.
And, you know, we could say it is a melee carry. That's one of the benefits of PA, though, is that when you have the dagger, you can actually utilize that, too, so you're not quite as shut down as some other heroes can be. But as you can see there, trying to work with that for the CS.
And DY there to scoop up a couple of denies. After the fact, forces out the Shadow Realm. Back to it. Yeah, it'll be an interesting one watching this, and also what Mickey's rotations end up looking like. Playing the position 1 Nature's Prophet, already 7-4 versus that 4-1 on the Timbersaw and Insania. It's going to take a beating in this lane for sure.
Yeah, only 1 game so far for them for that Nature's Prophet. And that was for Nisha, so we'll see what kind of changes they can utilize out of that safe lane instead. A couple different ideas for the Nature's Prophet lately. You got the Max Treant, you got the Max Sprout with, like, much more magic base, just like nuking people around the map. See which way he goes. Most importantly, get a lot of TPs going.
Insania, getting body blocked by the Treant. They decide to turn and fight Xingqiu, see if they can bring him down. 6 stacks, a 7th, and he falls! Oh, a nice little bait coming out there from the Clockwork.
Yeah, I mean, we're expecting this to be a pretty good lane for XG. You really don't want to be giving up kills here. Like, no. You have heroes that can space away from the Clockwork, so it's kind of hard for Insania to get his full power out here. But just a bit too early for the Batrider to really punish him.
And Insania, you're seeing him, like, sort of walk this fine line where if he can manage to get on top and start to whittle people down, it feels good, but you really have to bait them into a bad position, I think, more than anything else. As the break and then the double root turns into a death for DY.
Okay.
I mean, this could be an issue. Despite that first blood going the way of Ame, this is not going to be an easy lane either.
Yeah, 3-3, of course, one of the more popular Visage players lately. Oh, that was kind of crazy.
That was well played.
Cogs to break the trees.
Who says that 5s don't have reactions?
It's all that Oracle play, you know?
Oh, yeah.
He's always ready for the saves. This time he's just saving himself.
You were talking about that as a potential pick.
Nah, it could have been fun, but then Boxies has to play the Clockwork, you know?
Yeah.
Clockwork 5's so good. The ability to just, like, help your team so much throughout the entire game, as we just saw in the previous one when he played it. So
Oh, we're seeing Liquid manage this lane pretty effectively. They push it out, get the 3-minute Lotus. Now can try to head on over if they want to and help secure mid runes, but they certainly don't have to. A little bit of Cogs pushing around. Misses on that one for XXS. Not what he wanted.
Almost got the next one too.
But all of the lanes right now looking really good for Liquid. They're winning in 2 of them, and then in terms of obviously up top, it's not a huge win, but it's you know, about even. XM starting to play a little bit of catch up here. I guess it's mainly just the bottom where it's going quite well. 24 and 10 versus the 16 and 2 for XXS.
And he's using that second point early on in the cogs too. Like, unfortunately, he missed that other hit because, like, typically, you know, you like to get the 2 points of battery cell first, but makes sense, right? If you can get some mana burn onto this Timber Saw, because the more levels on the Timber Saw, the more likely you're gonna have some threat on the Mickey. So try and reduce that.
Yeah.
Especially with the exposure therapy in A, where you're getting the mana every time you cut the trees, like Jacobs was talking about. It can have some issues in combination with Sprout, of course. You think about if you were to max Sprout and try to nuke him, then he's also just gonna be getting mana back every time.
Right, it's a really interesting lane because you can kind of mess with the Timber Saw in 2 ways. You've got, like you said, the breaking of trees with Cogs, but then also, you know, later on, if there's a Timber Chain, maybe you can drop a Sprout down to try and interrupt that.
Yep.
There's some outplay potential there that you don't normally see.
I gotta say, mid is going exceptionally well for XM.
Yeah.
It's 31 and 4 to 29 and 3. Like, this is totally fine. I didn't expect him to get, like, smacked around or anything, but you know, you kind of expect to see a few more denies generally.
I mean, he only has the CS right now.
Yeah. I guess just because by the nature of like the matchup these days, and tree throw is only at 1, the bonus isn't as good as it used to be, but still, kind of crazy.
And it does feel like this is going to be a really good Nisha pick for the game, too. Something that's worth thinking about is XM's going to get pushed back there by the Cogs for a moment. But the idea of, like, you know, finding a blow up onto PA. The PA is going to be vulnerable to Tiny for a very long time in this game. Once eventually there starts to be some of those movements. As 33 taking some hits, but with the TP rotations in, they're actually going to toss the Visage in. 33 is like, sir. Is it going to be enough, though, that they can bring down Ame in some trouble, wants to get out, but nowhere to go. Sometimes what looks like a throw is actually the next level play, and 33 gets a double kill. So much gold.
Jeez, pass him over, man. Give me the coins.
Wow.
Pay the ferryman. Take him away to the underworld.
That's crazy.
33's getting rich. That actually puts him at the top of the net worth right now, despite having only 29 last hits. 3,600, almost 3,700 gold.
And at the 7-minute mark, while there's action mid, there's some other action going on over to the side. ZinQ not gonna be able to get there in time. Insania sneaks one. Oh, that's gotta be frustrating. This poor tree.
Yeah, and Mickey's about to be level 6 as well, so in combination with the clockwork, you know, you gotta be a little bit careful roaming around, low HP.
Well, I mean, this game was always going to come down to Ame having a good time, but I will say that XM at getting these levels, things feel in some ways kind of nice there, but he doesn't have anybody to play with. Both supports are level 3. It does not feel like they have the tools that they need, as this tree is just going to make sure that that catapult doesn't do what it wants to do.
Yeah, he's a puck who's super dependent on his cores in this game. I mean, mostly one core, the Timber Saw.
Right.
The damage coming up from a Bat Rider and a Tree at this early is just pretty weak. Like, he's going to need coils in combination with Timber to try and land these kills. And, you know, credit to XM. Like, we always talk about how he plays the Snipers, the Vipers, the Razors. Those are his kind of heroes. He's a Grandmaster puck. Like, when it comes to actual playmakers, he does have this hero on lock. So you can already see it from the laning stage that he has really been grinding this.
Yeah. Knows those common counterpick matchups and has been able to deal with them somewhat well. Ame still just looking for a way to get farm in this game, and now at 33 he's gotten level 6. I mean, that double kill really just
Ame.
often it feels like.
Nisha's on the hunt, looking for a dire carry.
Oh god.
Where could he be?
Oh no, are they gonna get him?
Oh, I'd say so. There's a safety bubble.
He at least salved
Nisha,
up.
calculating, doing some math here.
Waiting for it. Hits. Avalanche. Hit. Toss. Hit. Is it gonna be enough? No.
Did
he not have?
Did the Wrath of Nature not hit?
I think it didn't.
Carry.
Oh god.
Where could he be?
Oh no, are they gonna get him?
Oh, I'd say so. There's a safety bubble.
He at least salved
Nisha,
up.
calculating, doing some math here.
Waiting for it. Hits. Avalanche. Hit. Toss. Hit. Is it gonna be enough? No.
Did
he not have?
Did the Wrath of Nature not hit?
I think it didn't. That was a little bit strange.
I must have just lost the vision on him or something? Or, yeah, I don't know. I thought he was about to get blown up. I was expecting the big 400 damage nuke to come in.
I think Nisha was too. But no such luck.
No, not this time. It's a very disappointing invis room. That was a lot of time.
Yeah.
For Nisha to roam around there trying to find him, went through the camps, and not even get the kill.
I mean, they're farming on other heroes at the same time at the very least. But yeah, it's a 4,000 gold lead already in just under 10 minutes.
They have lost Lyrical. They missed this one kill. It's over. Stop making excuses. Look at that. His confidence is shot. He misses the avalanche here.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Gotta run, Zinq. Not gonna happen. Dude, the double wisdom runes are just devastating. Honestly.
It's a painful one.
Oh, this could be big, though. Wait a minute. They bring in XXS. Now they have it. Double. Oh, no. The Chakram's not going to be enough. They got to run away. Liquid just bring the rest of their heroes, and suddenly it's like, oh, this is over. And now the stun, the pushback, XM does get the coil onto a couple. Do they have quite enough to bring down little Nisha? It does not quite look like it. XXS moves back in. There's the clockwork hookshot. Tries to go in with the second round of chakrams, but it's just going to be a Timbersaw dead. They are all falling apart. All four, all five gone.
The Wrath of Nature came through and did some work there.
Oh, the Wrath of Nisha did that for sure. There's no doubt about that. My God.
Oh man, that bounced all over the place there. Last little right click as well into the puck there from Boxy. He gets the credit, but the Wrath of Nature is what helped secure it. So good in these early engagements.
Jeez.
Man, it just feels like Xtreme's lineup it doesn't quite have the synergy to make the early game work together, you know? Like, if you can't connect a coil plus this Timbersaw to try and get a kill, they just have nothing left at this point.
They needed a tree in mid.
He tries to get the return. Oh, by the way, the 3 points in cogs here.
Yeah.
From Insania, connects with the punched one, and then the Wrath of Nature comes through right at the top of your screen there and gets a little boop zap onto XM to help Boxy get the last right-click kill.
Absolutely destroying him. It just was too much damage spread around onto not a small enough number of targets. And like at the end of all of that, Visage is, you know, just amassing boatloads of gold. And now they've more than doubled the lead that they had earlier.
Yeah, it's a 9K lead at 11.5 minutes here. And this is a 11.5 minute Blink Dagger finished up on Tiny. This is one thing that the Tinies have really struggled with. At least the games I've been casting, I feel like this hero has just been having a terrible time, right? Waiting so long to get this Blink Dagger, feels like they have to like sit and they can't move around unless they get the perfect power runes, but no, not a game like this. Despite missing that kill earlier with the Invis, the big 5 hero wipe in the mid, gives them the Blink Dagger, has the damage combination of a Willow and a Clockwork. Like, this makes the Tiny's life so easy.
And Ame is just broke as a joke right now. Still eyes on a Battle Fury eventually that I think is never going to come. 10-1, it's incredibly hard for them to deal with this. Yeah, Ame just has to run away. They break the smoke on Nisha, so at the very least they're able to get some separation there from the PA. But an incredibly difficult moment now. They do have Tree, which is going to try and help keep these towers alive. If they can outspam enough, but we're looking at a pretty long ways away of anything going the way of Xtreme.
The +2 HP on the tower doesn't really inspire confidence, I gotta be honest with you here.
No, not at all.
Bottom lane.
Maybe. Oh,
also mid, everywhere.
Yeah, they're all starting to fall. They get the Bat Rider, and XM has to run the fear. Ame almost dead.
They're being attacked on all fronts.
There's nowhere to look. They're coming out of the woods.
Oh man, this is This is looking like a real beatdown. It's just all at once. Everything has just collapsed for them right now. This is a ridiculous gold lead.
Yeah.
I mean, Mickey is like doubling Ame right now. In fact, more than doubling him.
Well, and like Nature's Prophet is always a hero that gets farm, but like the fact that they were able to play this lane so well, so quickly, and now Mickey is also going to be going into the Gleipnir, like...
Are we sure they weren't passing a Midas around?
I know, right?
I've seen this lately, okay? I've seen these gold leads at 13 minutes, okay?
Yeah,
we double-check these patches.
Check him BC. They're getting closer.
All right, thank you, Ops. All right.
Appreciate that.
Safe this time, Liquid.
All right, are they going to get this Wisdom Rune? It looks like they will. So that's something needed.
Off screen.
Yeah,
just hitting Ancients. Just waiting for the next big ulti here in 4 seconds. Hey, can you guys jump somebody so I can get this wicked Wrath of Nature on them, please? Thanks. Nisha with the amplified damage. Somebody's going to die.
Ame just has to run. He's got to get out of there. Whenever Liquid shows up, they have to walk away. You cannot fight this right now at all.
Oh, they are just controlling this whole map. There's no other option, is there, for Ame? You just have to go Battle Fury. You just...
Yeah.
I don't think there's any, like, crazy PA build where you can actually just get involved and try and do something. You just gotta play for the late game.
The 360 damage crit, like, that number, seeing it just does not feel good. It's not a good time.
No, it's really not.
Nisha.
Oh, that's not good.
There it is. Yep. Mickey's like, hey, you killed him too quick. What the hell? XM. Trying to catch and kill a wave. And now just forced to run. Oh, they're coming for him. The pig pull. Nisha's hunting. Nisha's looking. XM is going to phase shift and get the TP out. But yeah, Roche is open at any point.
Mickey jumps on XXS.
Oh no. Yeah, they got him there. He's in trouble. Starting to fall and dead. Last Orchid hit for all it's worth. I mean, this is the moment where you're like starting to theory craft how do you speed run finishing the game? Because it feels like they're playing PvE at this point on Liquid.
Yeah.
Absolute demolition. Grabbing waves. We'll pull them back to the side. Allow the other creep waves to head forward. This 33 will farm this one up.
I mean, I'm just looking at these Radiant heroes and I'm thinking, like, how do you kill someone? I mean, they could kill Boxy. He's killable, maybe. I mean, he has a mech, though.
Yeah, like, if he Shadow Realms, realistically, I mean, I guess, again, the Puck and the Timber playing together is going to be, like, your recipe for success.
Except if they play together, they can't be farming and doing anything.
Yes.
But if they're farming, then the rest of Liquid is also just farming.
Yes.
So they need Liquid to be the ones who are coming and trying to make some sort of maneuver and overextend, but Liquid are just like farming their way to objectives, so they're not really missing out on anything, and then they're taking down your part of the map.
Yeah, they have been wholly under control. And the other thing that's nice here is these like treants that get summoned, they do a lot more damage to towers now. Honestly, I wouldn't hate them going high ground. It seems like that's their option. 17 minutes forcing out the glyph on the tier 3 tower. I mean, that's good enough, but if they want to, they can keep going.
Do you have a pipe done here for XXS? Perhaps
Toss back.
Overextend?
Find him. Immediately onto him. Pipe. Is it going to be enough to keep this man alive? No. Terrorize and Fear comes out. Now Xingqiu, he's also caught more trouble as they try and toss back. Xingqiu don't even need to. The coil means you have to stay at our high ground. As Liquid will take the first tier 3 tower. This got to be one of the earliest ones in the tournament. Demolition here as a clean execution comes out.
And 3-3 micros the bird to grab the top wave as it leaves the base.
Yeah. Oh,
He's pulling it over. He's like, oh, we can farm this, guys.
Ame still not going
He grabbed the other.
They got both waves. They pulled both waves in. That's full racks done.
He's like, I've been practicing with my couriers for this, you know? Every game when they're losing, he grabs them with those. That's what the birds are for.
Insane.
This guy's just too efficient.
15-1. Who's the feeder, by the way? No. Oh.
Yeah, but he's top net worth, so he
30.
can pass. It's okay.
Unbelievable.
Oh, actually, he's not top net worth. Mickey is right.
Could be top net worth.
no pass.
Indeed. What's going on there? Zombie. They're all surrounding him. I think that they could still kill. You probably need Nisha. So they get set up. Smoke. The birds, they move forward. They're trying to scout out. They don't know. Now the flame break pushback runs in, tosses one away. How's it going to work? They're immediately going to take down Xingqiu, trying to see if they can get this finish onto XXS2. Everybody is surviving. XXS is gone 17-1. There's the hookshot connection. Devastation of the highest degree as Team Liquid for the third year in a row is going to be going to the International.
That's right, we'll be seeing them at the Royal Arena.